Some goalkeepers command respect, others inspire fear, but Bruce Grobbelaar, he was the master of unpredictability. From the battlefields of Rhodesia to the roar of the Kop at Anfield, Grobbelaar's story is one of resilience, showmanship and brilliance. His fearless attitude between the posts made him one of football's most entertaining and successful goalkeepers. But behind every save, there was more, much more. This is the story of Bruce Grobbelaar, the maverick who changed the game one crazy save at a time. Bruce David Grobbelaar was born on October 6, 1957 in Durban, South Africa, but his childhood and early footballing years were spent in what was then Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe. Rhodesia, in the 1960s and 70s, was a country engulfed in political turmoil, torn by civil war and racial tensions. It was in this environment that Grobbelaar developed his resilience and mental toughness, skills that would later serve him well in goal. As a teenager, Grobbelaar was drafted into the Rhodesian army during the Bush War, patrolling dangerous territory and witnessing firsthand the brutality of conflict. It was an experience that shaped him deeply, where quick thinking, survival instincts and fearlessness were more than just traits, they were necessary for survival. These same qualities would later become central to his career as a goalkeeper. Despite the turbulence of war, Grobbelaar found solace in football, initially playing for Highlanders FC in Rhodesia. His agility, reflexes and eccentricity stood out early on, but it wasn't long before he was spotted by scouts and offered a chance to play in North America. In 1979, Grobbelaar signed for the Vancouver Whitecaps in the North American Soccer League, NASL, a league that at the time featured some of the biggest names in world football, including Pelé and Franz Beckenbauer. The NASL was a league full of spectacle, and Grobbelaar, with his flamboyant style and acrobatic saves, fit right in. His ability to entertain and keep the crowd on their toes made him a fan favourite in Vancouver, but this was only the beginning. Grobbelaar's performances in Canada caught the attention of English clubs, and one of the biggest clubs in the world, Liverpool, came calling. In 1981, Grobbelaar signed for Liverpool FC, and it wasn't long before he was thrust into the spotlight. He was brought in to replace Liverpool's legendary goalkeeper, Ray Clements, a figure who had helped Liverpool win numerous titles. The pressure on Grobbelaar was immense. His first season at Anfield wasn't without its challenges. Known for taking risks, Grobbelaar's unorthodox style, rushing out of his goal, making daring saves, and sometimes looking reckless, wasn't initially welcomed by fans and pundits alike. Mistakes in high-profile matches led to criticism, and many wondered if he had what it took to succeed at a club as massive as Liverpool. But Grobbelaar's confidence never wavered. As the 1980s progressed, he began to win over the Kop with his acrobatic saves and fearless mentality. His performances were a mix of brilliance and showmanship. He could make a near-impossible save, then wink at the crowd as if it were all part of the plan. The moment that truly cemented Grobbelaar's place in footballing history came in the 1984 European Cup final against AS Roma, held in Rome. After 120 minutes, the game ended 1-1, and Liverpool faced a penalty shootout in front of a hostile Roman crowd. As the pressure mounted, Grobbelaar did something extraordinary. Rather than standing still, he wobbled his legs, performing what would later become known as the spaghetti legs routine. It was a psychological ploy designed to distract Roma's penalty takers, and it worked. Roma missed 2 penalties, and Liverpool won the European Cup. Grobbelaar's antics became legendary. His ability to perform under intense pressure, combined with his theatrical flair, made him an unforgettable figure in European football. The spaghetti legs moment wasn't just about saving penalties, it was about Grobbelaar's mastery of mind games, a skill he would use throughout his career. Throughout the 1980s, Grobbelaar remained Liverpool's first-choice goalkeeper, helping the club win 6 First Division titles, 3 FA Cups, 3 League Cups and another European Cup. His partnership with defenders like Alan Hansen and Mark Lawrenson turned Liverpool's defence into an impenetrable wall. While Liverpool dominated English football, Grobbelaar's reputation as one of the world's best goalkeepers grew. He was fearless in one-on-one situations, acrobatic in making saves, and always quick to release the ball to launch counter-attacks. His presence in goal gave Liverpool the foundation they needed to build their attacking football. But beyond his technical ability, Grobbelaar was an entertainer. Whether it was his extravagant goal celebrations, playful interactions with fans, or eccentric antics, Grobbelaar was never just a goalkeeper, he was a performer. In an era when football was often seen as rigid and serious, Grobbelaar brought joy and unpredictability to the game. Despite all his success, Grobbelaar's career wasn't without controversy. In the mid-1990s, allegations of match-fixing rocked English football. Tabloid newspapers accused Grobbelaar of accepting bribes to throw matches, allegations that shook the footballing world. A long and painful legal battle ensued. Grobbelaar maintained his innocence throughout, and after several years of court proceedings, he was acquitted in 1997. However, the controversy left a stain on his career, and while he was never found guilty, the accusations haunted him long after his retirement. For many, Grobbelaar's name will always be associated with this scandal. But for those who knew him and those who watched him play, his on-field performances far outweighed the controversy. Grobbelaar's resilience in the face of such adversity mirrored the strength he had shown throughout his life, from the battlefields of Rhodesia to the heights of European football. After retiring in the late 1990s, Grobbelaar remained involved in football, taking up coaching roles in South Africa and working as a pundit. But his legacy as one of Liverpool's greatest goalkeepers was already secure. Grobbelaar's impact on football wasn't just about the trophies he won or the saves he made. He revolutionised the role of the goalkeeper, showing that keepers could be more than just shot stoppers. They could be entertainers, risk takers, and even playmakers. His style paved the way for modern-day keepers who are expected to do more than just guard the goal. They are part of the team's tactical system. For Liverpool fans, Grobbelaar remains a cult hero. His eccentricity, bravery, and undeniable brilliance on the pitch are still remembered fondly by those who watched him play. Whether it was saving a crucial penalty or making an acrobatic dive, Grobbelaar was always a step ahead. A player who brought colour and chaos to the game in the best possible way. Bruce Grobbelaar, an icon, a showman, and one of the greatest goalkeepers to ever grace the game. His story, filled with drama, joy and triumph, serves as a reminder that football is not just about winning, it's about how you play the game. Grobbelaar's career may have been unpredictable, but one thing is certain, his legacy will never be forgotten. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life and career of Bruce Grobbelaar, don't forget to like, subscribe and share your favourite Grobbelaar moment in the comments below. Stay tuned for more stories about football's most unforgettable legends.